Or it was. Oh, yeah. Thanks everybody for coming this morning. I really appreciate the turnout and support. We can't do this without grassroots participation, and you guys are the grassroots. So thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. There we go. All right. So I'm Chuck Michel. I'm the attorney that was in charge of the great group that brought the lawsuit, that brought the gun show back to the fairgrounds. That was a team effort, it's been my pleasure and privilege to represent CRPA and NRA for several decades now. And, you know, lawyers sometimes don't believe what they're fighting for. Hello. Hello. Sometimes lawyers don't believe in the causes that they're fighting for. I'm both an advocate and an activist. I'm a true believer in the right to keep and bear arms.
Yeah! Woohoo!
That means I take it personal, okay? And it becomes part of my personal life. So I have a chocolate lab named Heston. My oldest son's name is Colt. My wife thought we were naming him after a horse. My second son's name was going to be Remington, but she caught on to me. So I now represent, as the president of the CRPA, I represent all the tens of thousands of members and you guys that are helping us to fight for our rights in this state. CRPA is, and I've served as a pro bono president. For those of you who do not speak Latin, don't tell my wife this, but it means free. Okay, so I'm doing this because I'm a true believer. CRPA is a great organization. It's really upped its game in the last 5 or so years. It went from like 4 employees to like 20, and from a small office to a lot of square footage. But it's been around for almost 145 years now. So it has all the infrastructure in place. It has a full-time lobbies in Sacramento. It has chapters launching across the state, and it works with the NRA in lawsuits, all kinds of lawsuits. So the CRPA, working with the NRA, brought you the Duncan case. We brought you Freedom Week, that brought 1 million 10-plus round magazines into the state of California. Yeah. For 20 years. So out at Brownells, they had 7 FedEx jets doing circles, bringing, the warehouses are empty. They're holding bar mitzvahs in the warehouses now because they have so much space when the warehouse emptied out. We pulled the entire national inventory of magazines into the state of California for that 1 week, and they say there was no demand. They say it's not commonly used. They say it's not something that people need. Those self-defense tools are now back in action in the state, thanks to the litigation of NRA and CRPA. We have the roadie case pending to challenge the stupid ammunition laws that require a background check just to buy some ammo. Support the ammo vendors who are here today, please, even if it takes a little while, and know that we are in front of the same judge that gave us that great ruling in Duncan, and I keep your fingers crossed, but I think we may be able to stop that stupid ammo background check law too. A couple examples. The one that's obviously on the front of everybody's mind today is the one that brought back the gun show. Now we had to, there were so many Gavin Newsom and Michael Bloomberg talking point lies being spread by the folks who wanted to ban the gun show that we had to take it to federal court to finally get a federal judge to listen and realize what the truth was. Working again? There we go. Okay. But that federal judge did see through those lies. They were the Bloomberg talking points were that a gun show is a place where gangbangers buy guns. Children are being, this is my favorite, children who go to gun shows are being exposed to toxic masculinity. What the heck is that? Oh, you alpha males, dial it back a little. They said the show spreads the dangerous gun culture. Now, what the heck? Oh, and they said the gun show is unsafe. This is another favorite line. Meantime, the gun show is unsafe according to them. Horses are dying over at the racetrack. Children are dying of E. coli at the county fair. And at every concert, they got concert goers brawling in the parking lots. The gun show's maybe the only safe place at this venue. We all know this is not really about safety. It's about, and by the way, we're all for safety. We're the leaders in gun safety. We are all loving parents. We all don't want gun accidents. Because of programs like those from the NRA and CRPA and all the other groups, the trainers out there, gun accidents and gun is at the lowest and gun safety is at the highest level ever recorded. So what it's really about is the Newsom and the Bloomberg agenda to kill the gun culture. They don't respect your rights. They want to shame you into not choosing not to own a gun, and they want others to condemn you for choosing to own the most effective self-defense tool that there is, and that's a firearm. So they want to kill the gun culture. What is the gun culture anyway? Well, the gun culture is you. Yeah, the gun culture is every one of you. And what do we believe in? We believe in firearms. We think that's a legitimate choice to defend yourself and your family and to have fun at the range, for crying out loud. There's something wrong with just going to the range and having fun and developing a discipline, which, by the way, studies show children who are exposed to shooting are more responsible as they grow up. So that teaches responsibility. But yeah, it's fun. And this event today, the gun culture today, is about family, it's about friends, it's about, ultimately, above and beyond all, it's about freedom. Do we like freedom?
Yeah.
I thought so. So that's what we're here. So I want to ask everybody to stand and fight for our freedoms with CRPA, with NRA, with whatever other groups you decide to support. And I want to tell you, as far as litigation goes, you ain't seen nothing yet. The NRA has succeeded in getting a case to the United States Supreme Court, the New York State Rifle and Pistol Association versus the City of New York case. And it is in the Supreme Court right now. New York City is so terrified of that case, they're repealing the laws, they've repealed the laws that were being challenged to try and moot the case. Well, I don't think that's going to work, but even if it does, there's 5 or 6 more cases lined up that are going to reestablish the standard of review. That's the level of scrutiny that a law gets by a court when you challenge it on Second Amendment grounds. And the Supreme Court now, thanks to the Trump administration, and the Trump administration is thanks to the NRA, is going to give the Second Amendment back its teeth. And once it does that, it's a hard reset on all the lawsuits that we've filed over the last 10 years as we put up with the Ninth Circuit's intellectual backbending to try and justify every gun law that's on the books. So it's a hard reset, and I can't wait to take them, to see them in court. I think it's going to be a real game changer. I would mention CRPA deserves your support. It has some of the toughest and strictest and most scrutinizing financial standards of any other Second Amendment advocacy group. You know, I'm a Scotsman. I am cheap, okay? I watch every penny. So please join the fight, join CRPA, join NRA, buy some ammo, support the vendors inside the show. Thank you very much for coming out, and I salute you, the gun culture.
One last thing, get you out of the rain, get you in the show. Inside, may be controversial, but we have a recall for our governor. We would love to have you sign those petitions. They're inside on the right side of the wall at our booth. Thank you and enjoy your day.
Thank you.
Yeah.